So, the girl's dad wants me doing the worksheets that the teacher sent home. I, however, am all about authentic learning experiences. And something else that's important is relating the math that we do to everyday life. So you saw the video where I am helping her find number bonds in her cereal, because that would be something, Lily, please stop. That would be something that she might continue when she gets out of school, right? She might be looking in her bowl of cereal and finding number bonds. Girls, come on, I'm trying to make a video for my class. So girls, would you like to help me tell my class about what we did here? Do you remember what this was?
The sickness.
The sickness, right. So what happened? One person got sick, and then how many people did one person give the sickness to?
To all the people.
Right, so each person gave the sickness to 3 other people. So what we did is I had the girls, so I have a kindergartner and a 2nd grader. I had the girls, Lily, please stop, okay? I had the girls draw this out with me, and I found tons of learning within this problem. So first of all, you can see that I'm setting it up the day and then how many sad people we had on the day. I'm really getting them ready for, it's kind of early to think about functions, but it's never too early for me to be thinking about functions because I've got it set up in this table form. So I've got my table, my diagram, which is my different representations. So with the kindergartner, we were practicing counting and writing the numbers. What I was doing with the 2nd grader then, who was a little bit more advanced, is we were starting to talk about groups of 3, right? How many are 2 groups of 3? How many are 3 groups of 3? All right, and so then we counted through 27. Once we had 27, that's all the red, 27. Then we made the 3 coming off of each one of those. There's 81 of these blues. So what Christiana and I did is we started to try to count the 81, except I told Christiana I would color 3 groups of 3, which is 9, and then she'd color a 1. All right, and then we kept track. So she'd write on her paper, every time I colored 3 groups of 3 and she colored 1, we'd write a 10 on her paper. So we started keeping track of how many 10s. All right, and we continued to do this. And then I asked her to make predictions. I said to her, how many do you think is here? Do you think it's 100 or less than 100? All right, and Christiana thought, what did you guess at first? Do you remember, Chris? Did you say 100? No?
I said 90.
90. You said 90. All right, and then every time we went, and we kept adding 10s and adding 10s, and then we would count them up. So we'd have 5 10s. Okay, that's 50. Then we would look at what's left, just a minute, and I would ask her, how many do you think it's going to be? Do you want to change your prediction? All right, and as we got closer and closer, Christiana got better at making a prediction. Ultimately, she predicted 77 when the answer was 81. So then I found another math question to make her, which I asked her if the answer was 81, and now they're fighting. Okay, at least they're out of the room, so I can have peace to make this video. But anyway, then I asked her, okay, you said 77, the answer was 81. How many were you off by? All right, and there's another authentic math problem. Then this drawing in yellow is where the girls, where we started to talk about what if this made so many people sick. And I asked Christiana, how many, if I did 3 off of here, how many do you think that would be? All right, and I think she guessed 200. That's a pretty good guess. And then I multiplied for her and told her it was 243. So then we talked about what that meant. And then as a follow-up to that, each girl, so I started with Lily, who would you give the virus to? She would give it to Christiana. So this turned into an ELA lesson because I was helping her try to spell different words. So Lily would give it to Aaron, right? And then I would give it to my husband, Craig. So we worked on spelling. Christiana did it, so she's a little bit of a better speller. So Christiana would give it to her daddy, Eric. He would give it to Lily. Let's see, that's her daddy. That's someone he works with named Dave. I would give it to, not sure who that is. And then that person would give it to Craig. So I could make the case that this was a science lesson. This was certainly lots of great math. We have a little ELA part with the writing of names. And again, this is an authentic and very relevant learning experience for the girls.